The episode begins with Mordecai and Rigby encountering an unusual situation at the park involving a group of sentient or unusually intelligent birds. Referred to as Peeps. Unlike ordinary tasks, this episode introduces an external, somewhat mysterious element, immediately piquing their curiosity and triggering impulsive behavior. Mordecai is initially cautious but intrigued, whereas Rigby is immediately obsessed with the potential for fun, mischief, or personal gain, reflecting their recurring dynamic of hesitation versus reckless enthusiasm. This setup frames the narrative around curiosity-driven chaos, a hallmark of the series' structure. The inciting incident occurs when the Peeps begin interacting with the park environment in unexpected ways, disrupting normal routines and drawing attention from both Mordecai, Rigby, and Benson. The birds display behavior that is both intelligent and unpredictable, capable of causing minor havoc that escalates quickly. Mordecai and Rigby, tempted by the opportunity to engage with something extraordinary, attempt to manipulate or control the situation, underestimating the complexity of dealing with creatures that are simultaneously adorable, clever, and chaotic. Chaos escalates as Mordecai and Rigby's efforts to manage or exploit the Peeps backfire spectacularly. Simple attempts at containment or observation quickly transform into over-the-top physical comedy sequences, including flying mishaps, entanglement in park equipment, and accidental destruction of property. The narrative highlights the series' recurring theme. Even well-intentioned or curiosity-driven actions, when filtered through Mordecai and Rigby's impulsive personalities, inevitably spiral into absurd, surreal scenarios. The humor emerges naturally from both the slapstick incidents and the protagonist's reactions, blending physical comedy with exaggerated expressions of panic, frustration, and overconfidence. Secondary characters contribute to the escalating tension, with Benson attempting to enforce order and maintain park operations while increasingly frustrated by the duo's inability to manage the situation. Muscle Man and High Five Ghost appear intermittently, sometimes worsening the chaos unintentionally, emphasizing the unpredictable dynamics of group interactions. This ensemble of characters creates a web of interconnected mishaps, demonstrating how individual flaws, Rigby's impulsiveness, Mordecai's hesitation, secondary characters' quirks, compound into larger-scale comedic disasters. The climax occurs when Mordecai and Rigby realize that their usual strategies of avoidance, shortcuts, and improvisation are insufficient to contain the Peeps' unpredictable behavior. In a high-energy sequence, the Peeps' intelligence and coordination amplify the stakes, forcing Mordecai and Rigby to combine ingenuity, teamwork, and split-second improvisation. The absurdity peaks as the duo attempts increasingly outlandish solutions, blending creative thinking with chaotic physical comedy, ultimately relying on their friendship and ability to adapt under pressure to resolve the immediate threat. The resolution restores order, with the Peeps safely contained or redirected, and the park largely returned to normal. Benson delivers his trademark exasperated reprimand, humorously ignoring the surreal extremity of the events, while Mordecai and Rigby share a brief reflection that underscores their habitual lack of long-term learning. The episode ends on a note that reinforces the cyclical nature of their adventures. Every resolution is temporary, every mistake is an opportunity for new chaos, and the balance between impulsive curiosity and responsibility remains a recurring tension. This episode reinforces Season 2's narrative pattern. The introduction of unusual external elements, sentient creatures, supernatural or surreal phenomena, triggers escalating chaos when filtered through Mordecai and Rigby's flawed personalities. It emphasizes their contrasting approaches, impulsive versus cautious, and highlights the role of secondary characters in amplifying stakes. The combination of slapstick, absurdity, and character-driven problem-solving maintains continuity with previous episodes while introducing fresh scenarios, ensuring the season's tone of unpredictable, high-energy adventures remains consistent.